Hello, everybody. Thank you for being with me today. It's time for a tarot reading. Ooh, Nine of Cups. So close. Six of Wands. Ah. So looking here, and I think these are your cards, right? Father of Swords. Yes. And the Chariot. I feel like congratulations are in order. Because you have the Six of Wands. So that means, yeah, public victory. Right? But I find this interesting because in this deck there's a butterfly. Normally I don't associate that card with a butterfly, but it does make sense because a victory like that is only possible, like a public victory is only possible once you've achieved a private victory. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why this is in my head, but again, I have to share it because it's in there. Like, let's just say you won an election, right? It says became president in my head. Well, why the fuck not? Sure. Let's just say you won the election and you became president. And everybody's celebrating you and congratulating you and everything like that. But before this happened, before you became president, you had to run for office, and probably not just once, but like multiple times, right? Like you had to go through different stages. And at each stage, I'm sure you had a moment where you're like, am I sure I want to do this? I'm like, can I even do it? It feels like maybe you had some imposter syndrome, which makes total sense, right? Like imagine you're like thinking, who am I to do this? Who am I to think that I can do this? Like, am I crazy? Who's gonna vote for me? But you have to kind of overcome those self-doubts, right? And that's what the butterfly is talking about here. The public victory was achieved because you had to transform internally first before your external reality caught up with you. You had to overcome any insecurities, any fears and doubts first. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And already this is happiness. And I don't know why. At first I thought almost happy. But it does. It feels happy. So I don't know if that's going to come out later, but absolutely, the Nine of Cups is amazing. The Nine of Cups is talking about satisfaction and happiness and like contentment. Huh. So the Father of Swords, the King of Swords, yeah, it's talking about like clear purpose, clear vision, which makes sense that they put the owl in this card. You had to envision that this was going to happen for you. Like again, if this were, and it does feel like a career card, and that's why I was thinking about an election before. Like, of course, you had to envision that this was possible first before it could happen. And you had to, like, the sword is very, well, it's the King of Swords, Father of Swords. I was going to say the sword is really significant. Well, duh. But I'm starting to get a little silly. I'm sorry. This is my last reading for the day. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But it does feel to me that with this card, because you had that clear vision, you kind of had to take away anything that wasn't necessary. Kind of like the vision I'm getting in my head is if you're trying to walk through a jungle, then you kind of have to remove the vines and the branches in your way. You have to remove the stuff that's in your way in order for you to keep moving forward. It also feels like you had to streamline your life quite a bit. You know, you had to remove all. My head's talking about imperfections. Yeah, everything else had to melt away. Any distractions, anything unnecessary, any other stuff that you had going on. You had to focus all your energy, like laser focus your energy on this goal. In the chariot, look at this horse. You had, again, very clear vision of what you wanted to do, and you went all out. You had blinders on. You know, like a horse, you had blinders on. No distractions, no turning right or left, only straight, only looking at your lane, going straight ahead. This is talking about your journey and what we've achieved so far. I don't know why we're having this reading. Is it just meant to congratulate you? Like, is that what's happening? I mean, definitely you're very successful. That's what it means. But like, okay, well, if this person's very successful, why the reading? Are they not aware that they're very successful yet? Is this just about to happen? Or are you having issues now because you are so successful and that's why it's the Nine of Cups and not the Ten of Cups? Transformation. The butterfly. I wonder if this is more like a retrospective for you. You're kind of looking back on the journey and thinking about how far you had to go in order to reach this place. Transformation. You changed a lot. Oh, bottom of the deck. Truth. Forgiveness. Okay, here we go. This is the reason why you're having this reading. Okay. You changed a lot. And we were talking earlier about removing all distractions, right? It's kind of like now at the end of the journey, because you have reached this success, you now have to look back and think at all of the stuff you did to get here. And I think in the moment when you were chasing this dream, like I said earlier, you had blinders on. You only had eyes for your goal, so you didn't really see what was happening to the left of you or to the right of you. So you may not have been the best partner, the best spouse, the best child, the best sibling, the best friend. That's what I feel like. That's why there's the forgiveness card here. It's forgiveness for yourself, because you kind of realize, wow, in order for me to achieve what I wanted to achieve, I was kind of an asshole. Right. I realized for me to be this successful, I didn't spend a lot of time with my kids. Yeah, the truth is coming out. You're like, now the price, what price did I pay for this success? You know what I mean? And this was not possible for you before. You couldn't have had a realization like this because you were too focused on the goal. You can only do this now because you've achieved the goal, right? And you're looking back here and you're like, wow, I was such a different person from when I was younger. And I'm getting the feeling that you're not completely happy with that. That's why there's the forgiveness part. It's like you have to come to terms with it and say, you know, it was necessary. I had to do this in order to get what I wanted. I realized I don't have a sense of humor like I used to. I've become kind of too businesslike, too harsh, whereas I was quite nice before. I realized that I don't really know what's going on with my friends' lives, but I had to do that, and I chose to do that because I wanted to achieve my goals. So, yeah, this is very much you doing a life review, a little life review after you've achieved all your goals, after you have achieved your success, and you're realizing, wow, I changed, and I changed in order to reach my goal. I now see the kind of person that I am right now, good and bad. And I applaud you, by the way, for having the courage to do that, because most people do not have the courage to look at themselves in the mirror and see what's really there. You know what I mean? Good and bad. And forgiveness. I am happy that you have this card because that means you are accepting yourself as you are right now, regardless of what that is. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this can't be easy. I mean, first of all, for you to achieve your goals, and I believe they were really big goals, that wasn't easy. You worked very hard for it. But now also this facing yourself and seeing what you've become, this is not also not an easy thing to do. Yeah, this is the price you pay for success, right? Yeah. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like if this message helped you, or leave me a comment to let me know how you felt about it. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.